Hey guys, welcome back to another game of C'Thun Druid. Lost a couple since our last round, so we're still in 16, unfortunately. However, I think we can get there. Just a matter of not getting, like, all the people I've played that have beaten me have just gotten, like, supremely amazing draws, and I have not. I don't know if we need both Living Roots and I think that's fine. That's a decent open. That's a little bit too aggro for us, but it should be fine. I know a lot of people like to turn one these guys. I think that a lot of the times they're better. They're better as removal spells. I don't really prefer to use them early. Now here we're presented with a choice. We can go. The thing is that now we have, like, this is the better play to put something on the board. But I guess the slow play. If any of you guys watched that, there's a streamer, I guess he goes by the name Trump. Trump plays C'Thun or whatever, C'Thun Druid. Well, I mean, I guess now that gives us the opportunity to kill this dude and play, but he's, talks about slow plays versus fast plays. And I think that, sorry, that's a little loud. And I guess that, not Living Roots, Wild Growth. I wanted to say Mana Growth, and I knew that wasn't the right word. But I guess that's the slow play there. It's as close as we can get to curve. So it's best to play that out. Gross. Uh-oh. What's he doing? +2 health. So we definitely can't kill it. Well, we can kill it. I think that's worth the trade. We still have, or it's not even a trade. So now we just hope that he doesn't have that 2 mana, or not 2 mana, but 2 damage sweeper. That would be really sucky here, but we bounce back with a, there it is, Holy Nova. Played into that, I guess, but we bounce back here with a taunt. Our C'Thun's now 11/11. I don't understand that. I mean, I guess just to say that he didn't have anything else to do, but here we can draw 2. Seems good. Both are good draws, too. This way. I'm not worried about the 4/3 because the 4/3 can be eaten by this guy, or I can just kill it. We're just hoping that Braun doesn't die. If Braun doesn't die, we are in great shape. Hasn't died yet, and that's a plus. Go ahead and draw 3 cards. It may have been right to draw 3 first, but he's already at 18. And I have a 15/15 C'Thun that's going to come down next turn, most likely. I don't really see a reason not to unless he plays the 6-drop that steals things. That's good, I'd say. I think we can still get it. Maybe not. That's pretty good. Was that just 1 or 2? It looked like he only did it once. So this should be pretty nearly... No, this is definitely a victory because Braun stayed out, so yeah. So that was an easy win there. So, going to another match. That one was really fast, so I figure it's kind of justified to do another one. Another priest. Get an extra card, it says. Oh, this actually looks really good. This is a turn 3. I think we can cut that guy. Everything else in his hand looks great. That's a little bit more aggressive. Or, again, like I said, I prefer to use this as removal, but sometimes the 1/1 sap rollings are great, but not always, so I kind of prefer to wait a little bit. Okay, an opposing 2/3. That's fine. If it attacks into our dude, then we can wrath it for 1 and draw a card, which I really like to do. Cycling is obviously really good. He does do that. And the real question is, oh, okay, so he's going to heal it instead. Gotcha. That's fine. Because I'm going to get myself some extra mana. And then next turn we can play our 4/6 taunt. Okay, doesn't want me to make that bigger. It's understandable. Let's think. We can kill the dragon in a couple of ways. Option number 1 is we can play out our Keeper of the Grove, deal 2 here, then Living Roots, and then swing. Or we can just Wrath and swing. I think I like this way because it restocks the power. Even though I use a couple more spells to do it. Seems like the most reasonable way. And then I get to keep my 3/3, which is now a 3/1, which I wouldn't have gotten to do otherwise. So I think that made the most sense. That's fine. I played it that way instead of just playing out the 5/6, because this way the 5/6 actually gets to do more, or the 4/6 gets to do more work. I prefer to preserve these guys because I see them more as threats a lot of the time than I see them as something else. So 3, 2, 2. That's where it is, I think. Or we can attack, play this, and play a 5. I think that makes more sense. We've now seen 2 more cards than our opponent's seen, which is quite good for us. And we have 8 power on the board, so still have 4 power on the board, which is still quite good. I think we nourish. The reason I did that instead of playing this is, again, because I think that having, 7 power out is still powerful. That card's annoying. So we'll want to kill that, actually, as soon as we can. We can do it a couple ways. I think the best way is to Brawn. This is a 3 mana guy. Swing with this dude, and then swing at the face. Yeah, I think that's most reasonable. And now we have 3 more mana. I don't want to overcommit to the board, so I'm just going to attack here. Plus next turn we can still put 8 power out. So I don't want to, but I don't want to get swept. I don't know. Again, this is me being kind of new to Hearthstone, but I don't know what kind of like sweepers that the priests have, but I'm sure they have something. And I don't want to get blown out by it. So okay, seems good. Yeah, and there's one thing. All right. Start with a draw. I think this is undeniably the best play. And then I think it's okay to actually trade out Brawn and this dude to kill that and preserve our 3, 4, 6s. There we go. So we get there. Let's try to do one more and see if we can get our win streak to 3. If that happens, then we go to 15, and I'll stop for this video series. But we get an extra card. We definitely don't want these 2, though, because neither of them are really good in the early stages of the game. This is a great early game hand. Playing against a Paladin. Played against a lot of secret Paladin recently, which has been kind of annoying. Especially since I don't really know what all the secrets are. Again, very inexperienced with Hearthstone. Don't really know the meta too well. We can play a turn 1 Beckoner, but I don't think that I want to. I don't think there's really a reason to. I guess we could do that, and then we could also just kill a minion this turn. Like one of his 1/1s, because he tends to, if he doesn't have anything to do, just use a hero power. But now, next turn, we can just do Twilight Elder instead, or that. Yeah, that might be better. Yeah, definitely better. So we can play a 4-drop next turn. Actually, we can play a 5-drop next turn if we want to. Or a 2-drop and a 3-drop. It seems better. So we can play our 3-drop hero power. Seems good, senor. See, so some of the maps have like interactive things where you can, like the one with the hammer I like because you can actually make something happen. Like, this is fine, but it's very repetitious. And you don't feel like you've actually accomplished anything because you can do it again and again. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. That equipment's a pain in the butt, but I don't think it slows us down that much. And play. I think just back in her. So we can gain that 2 life back, but then he's got to take 2 life from hitting the minion. So, and then next turn we play our taunt. So if he doesn't attack this minion, he's not really worried about it. Then we play our huge taunt creature and hope that can do some work. Okay. So, not in love with this. I think it's still right to play this guy out. I guess we could have swept, but that seems inefficient, especially since he has so many 1/1s that we can just go sweep to the face and kill like an entire board state or something. 7 cards to our 5. That's annoying. There's a number of different routes we can take here. We can swipe, but we don't really have a 3-drop. So instead we can play our 4-drop, deal 2 damage here. Wrath to draw a card. And then the Zerdrake makes this interesting because we could deal 2, or we could make 2 1/1s, or we could wait to a Zerdrake. We could wait to a Zerdrake into swipe though, which seems seems better. So we'll just make 2 dudes, which is usually something I'm opposed to, but since we're gonna be facing so many small dudes, I think that's the way to go. We can also nourish here if we want to, which doesn't seem entirely unreasonable. I think this is better. So we do still have 4 power on the board, which is decent. Okay, we can kill that. The question is how efficiently we can kill it. 2 and 5, that's not good enough. I think it's best to just attack into it, do this thing, and then play our 4/6 taunt. That would be good. Sorry about that. Okay. It's definitely an improvement of board state. Next turn, I think we start with Nourish, depending, of course. I mean, we can Disciple of C'Thun if need be, but I think even then we can still, because we can still cast that with the Nourish, so... That is quite good. This means that we can kill this bozo. Kill this bozo. Oh. Yeah, that's right, anyway. So now we have what? 14 power on board. Likely to lose at least 4 of it, I would think. I really don't see any reason. Yeah. That card's annoying. I still think we have 14 power. I mean, and we're at much higher life total, so if we just draw 3 first. Because if nothing if nothing else happens, we basically just win. Next turn. Actually, it's best to play this guy. That gives us another 4-drop. This is probably overcommitting for sure, but what this allows us to do is that he's got more things that he's got to kill now. So if we just get in for like 1 or 2 attacks and then swipe, we can win. Seems quite good. Okay, so we're going to lose... Still lethal. Sweet. So unless there's a taunt minion... Alright, so we still get this. With relative ease too. Cool, so we're up to 15 now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Let's hit the red.